Hello, my friend. Welcome to another adventure.
This week, I'm taking you from the desert to the ocean and landing in the mountains. We'll explore a fossilized volcanic waterfall, a favorite campground by the beach, and some suntan skiing in the mountains. Let's get into it.
Good morning from a lava field. I was driving really late last night and needed somewhere to stop and camp. I pulled into this remote campground and unsure of where I was. I woke up this morning and realized I'm pretty sure I'm next to an old volcano. Good thing it didn't erupt last night. Some big basalt rock. They look pretty volcano-y. Come to find, the rocks all around are basically an old lava field. And I think that the cinder cone is way over that way. So let's check those out and get back on the road. If you look, there's actually a mining operation going on. Not really sure what they're mining for, but pretty wild to see. But no, it's also wild is air conditioner. I was praising the volcanic gods this morning that I had one because it cooled it right down. There's like a wall of black rock right there. I think that's where the concentration of lava field is. I sound so scientific and correct. Not. Let's go that way.
This dry waterfall was formed by the convergence of water and hot lava. The Owens River once flowed at a very high rate due to glacial runoff. It collided with hot lava that was pouring from a nearby volcano as recently as 20,000 years ago. The result is a convoluted chasm of a shiny black lava bed. And while it may be deemed fossil falls, there's no longer water flowing here, and there may not actually be any fossils. But there are petroglyphs very close by.
Thousands of years ago, this could have been my stomping ground, hanging out in a flowing waterfall. It's absolutely wild to see it completely dried up. Don't look down below though if you're afraid of heights because it's steep. The water must have come out over there, and just over time, erosion has hollowed out these rocks. It's like little catacombs. Hello! Hello! What's wild is people must climb here because there's clip-ins everywhere. No thank you.
You'll find the area covered in dark volcanic basalt that's slick and worn, polished over time by sediment and a prehistoric river. I imagine the first humans camped here along the ancient rivers and lakes that eventually dried up and became what's now known as the Mojave Desert.
This is wild how the water eroded the rocks. It's like a lava field full of little mini craterfuls. Just climbing through these craters. Down here, there's just whoopsies, sliding. There's just these craters everywhere. It's inlets. Look at all the holes that were pools of water. It's pretty crazy. Have you ever seen ancient lava fields like this? Pretty cool, right? I jumped back in time. Time to head back to the Spreco before the full afternoon sun sets in because I'm already feeling it. And I had to climb out of here with one hand. Dun dun dun! Looks pretty crazy from right here. You wouldn't even tell that there's a huge canyon right there that you just drop right into.
Onwards and upwards to the coast where that big, beautiful blue awaits. Let's go. As I drive, I think about how the mountains are where I call home. They are majestic and great, but the ocean is vast and endless. A reminder that we are small and transient and are only here in passing. I made it to the ocean just in time for sunset. I was really hoping to get up to Sand Dollar Beach before dark, but it worked out okay because I'm right by Hearst Castle and the campground here has a bunch of camp spots available.
Only ones at Sand Dollar are first come, first serve, and somehow I know a view like this is not gonna have anything available tonight, so I'm just gonna soak in the views. Right at the river mouth, it's where all the sharks hang out. They just sit there with their mouths open. They eat all the fish. I am really excited to be back at the coast. It's beautiful here. I'm gonna go find a camp spot, set up, and have some dinner. Check out these views. A little chilly up here.
Good night.
Good morning. So I was able to score a camp spot at this campground late last night because if you didn't know, a lot of times campgrounds keep a few spots often at the front of the campground available as first come, first serve spots. You can't reserve them online. They're just available to those that show up unprepared or late, or, you know, people like me who don't book months in advance. It's really the only way sometimes to get a spot at these busy campgrounds that have really beautiful views or they're right on the ocean. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. So if you like to live life on the edge, these spots are for you. Let's go!
I started heading north on Highway 1, and if you've never done this drive, I highly recommend it. I always see something new every time I visit. Today, I looked over and saw seals everywhere. Elephant seals spend most of their lives at sea, but they follow an ancient migration and reproduction cycle. Twice a year they arrive on land for mating and birthing and for molting. December through March, mature males arrive and fight for dominance. The peak of birthing is in January. Pups usually weigh 60 to 80 pounds and can quadruple in size in less than a month. After birth and nursing, females mate and pups are weaned off when their mothers go back to the ocean. After watching them through my camera lens for an hour, it's funny to see them act similarly to humans. Itching and scratching, trying to stay warm, or even politely telling the other to bug off. A reminder of this circle of life that we're all living. The ocean hums its restless tune. Its heartbeat pounds to the pole of the moon. Waves like dancers leap and spin, charged with a power that's deep within. The salt and spray, our familiar embrace, endless motion and fluid grace. It lifts the skies and shakes the shore, a force that whispers, I am more.
I made it to Sand Dollar Beach. I haven't found any sand dollars yet, but I did find a totally remote beach. It's basically just me and the waves down here. The sun's going down, the tide's coming in, and I'm just so happy I got this all to myself. Traveling along the coast up here is a little challenging with the very steep highway cliff line because often the cliff will just fall into the ocean and then the road's closed because there's no way to navigate around the cliffs. So I think that's why this beach is so remote, is because it's not incredibly easy to access it right now. And I'm not complaining because I have this awesome sunset behind me. It's almost like a spooky, eerie feeling today. It's just the seagulls and me. I might try to check out some of these tide pools, see if there's anything in them. And then I need to head back up and find a camp spot because camping on the coast is another challenge in itself. One thing that's really cool about this beach is if you look at 360 degrees, it's almost like an amphitheater. So it's just a cove of beautiful cliff lines. Ever seen a beach like this? I don't know too many East Coast beaches like this.
Speaking of steep cliff lines, hold on to your britches and get ready because as soon as you get over your fear of heights, you're gonna love this. While this is a paved road, it's not a well-maintained road. Its views, though, are absolutely spectacular. It's known as a very popular and thrilling motorcycle route in Central California. I didn't have my TW200 on me, but I did have a very stimulating experience navigating this in a 24.5-foot RV. 10 out of 10, do not recommend.
And this is why camping on the coast is so hard. That pass I was talking about was closed. You can't go northbound. You have to go over the mountain range. I just drove up that road. And when I say over the mountain range, I don't think I even quite understood what that meant. All I can say is I couldn't look down. Let's find a place to camp that's not 3,000 feet above sea level. Don't look down. This isn't even close to how steep it got either. The vertical grade over there was just sheer drop. I can't even think about what the echo would look like tumbling down that mountainside. Nightmares. Pretty beautiful though.
Look what I found. The cutest little baby bear in the whole world. I kept my distance, don't worry. But I couldn't help but show you just how cute he was. Needless to say, I had some issues finding somewhere I could sleep. I ended up driving well into the early hours of the morning and found myself back in the mountains. I'm home. The city quickly reminded me that I do not belong there. This was a pleasant reminder that I was back where I belong.
Conditions are slushy with the side of sunshine, and I'm ready for my one last suntan on the mountain. Let's go!
If you're having a bad day, remember that your body hears everything your mind says. Put on a good song and do a little dance. Find comfort in the fact that tomorrow is a new day. And without the hard ones, we'd never get better at persevering through the bad, to relish in the good. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Progress, not perfection. We must take one day at a time. So here's a reminder to smile.
I got a whole gondola to myself. Private cabin going over the mountains. Check out these views. Close your eyes if you're afraid of heights.
Let the sunset color your dreams, and remember that every sunset is another opportunity to reset with the promise of a new tomorrow.